starting to realize that with the stimulation of the planet, and that it seems that so many problems are arising. We're seeing an acceleration of karmic processes, a stimulation of consciousness, and that it really seems that we're in a boiling pot on a planetary scale at the moment. But what is really happening, particularly for portions of the race, is that they are slowly coming to understand their true divine nature. So what is happening is that we are seeing our divine reality slowly encroach more and more upon our collective matrix, or what we would call the world ego. Mm-hmm. So a lot of people in this great mess, which we'd call it Earth at present, or the world at present, are trying to assist the planet with band-aid measures in terms of self and the personality. They're using a personalized perspective, trying to assist the planet, the world, each other, the problems of the world from their own relative natures, which is that of the personality. But what they really don't understand is that what is truly necessary at this point is a form of abstraction to our divine reality. So a lot of people, through identification with their personality natures, are trying to go out, because what they're seeing in this world is rising tension, wars, all these sorts of turbulences, but they don't really have a fundamental understanding of what's really going on down here.
They're trying to fight it with themselves.
Yes, they're trying to assist the planet, or you would say fight what is going on through means of the personality nature. They're coming to resolutions or solutions, but they don't really have the impersonalized reality of the divine self, the objective reality, I would say, more of the divine self, to give them a truly competent view as to what's going on. And they would understand better that it is coming to understand their true inner divine nature and come into alignment with their true divine reality, and understand what is really going on is that portions of the race, what they're awakening to is that collective field. Call it Christos, Buddha, whatever you want to call it, that intrinsic oneness, they are awakening up in of, so to speak, and it is coming through them into this reality, and we are ourselves becoming conduits for that divine intelligence. And in terms of the world ego, what we're seeing is a resistance happening, and that resistance is happening on a collective level and on an individualized level. The individualized level is people out there trying to hold on to their materialistic values and ways. They're seeing the boiling pot of the earth at the moment, not realizing is that what they're actually trying to fix is actually that which is truly beneficial. It's the undoing of the world ego or our individualized ego. So they're trying to identify with self, or identifying with self, and then trying to fight the incoming forces, which is only leading to greater confusion, tension, and exhaustion throughout the planet, so to speak. So they're really coming from the wrong angle. When people have started to truly turn up and listen and understand what is truly going on in terms of the collective divine nature slowly coming into this reality, waking us up from our great slumber, then we start to work in with it. And we're not really going to change or affect or impact this world from our personalities. We're going to still empty and align ourselves with the incoming forces and energies, and allow them to take us through a process which will be the true resolution of the times. So,
and that's the only way you could break free of the world ego, really.
Yeah, a lot of people are trying to, again, we say, transcend self through self. But this is an illusion. So a lot of people out there are trying to gather knowledge of what's going on, trying to fill their minds with infatuation and ideas of what is happening. There's plethora of books out there, trying to tell everyone what's going on, and it's only really adding to general world confusion. So instead of trusting and understanding their own innate nature, which has pretty much all the capacity and capability of what we need to ride this great transition, instead of listening to that, they are actually scrambling in terms of self, trying to combat something which they don't even know that they're really combating. That's the blindness of the personality nature of self, of the selfish nature. They're looking out, seeing the world becoming more hostile, seeing the world becoming more confused, but they're actually adding to that confusion in their very attempts to assist it. And that's the conundrum for a lot of people out there. If they would learn to still, to empty, to align with that which is real within their hearts and truly heed that, they would understand that the true intelligence, which is truly wanting to assist them, is not of their personality reality, so to speak. They realize that this is but the shadow and the fallen aspect of their true divine reality and true divine intelligence, and that is trying to resolve the true problem. But the only way we'll come to understand what the true problem really is if we look deep within. And that's our fundamental disconnection from our divine reality. This is just the play of shadows external before us. And the problems that we see arising really are not really problems per se. The true problem is within us. And once we come to re-establish our connection from within, the outer play isn't going to really worry us so much.